Good morning, good afternoon, wherever, whenever you're watching this. Guys, I just want to go over this beautiful stock. This is my best trade of 2024 so far, with many, many more to come. I'm very sure of that. So if you stay tuned, I'm going to show you my buy, sell, my add entries, everything. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on everything about this stock and why I ended up selling out of it. But I'm also going to keep this on my watch list as well. So let's dive into it. All right, so the stock that is at hand today is MRUS. MRUS is in the therapeutics space. MRUS has been a very key runner in my account, and there's many reasons for this. Well, first we should just jump right into how do I trade, right? I trade these pullbacks, they gain tight range, and then they break out holding a moving average. Personally, I use the 10, the 21, the 30, and the 50-day moving averages. I use the 200 as well just to keep an eye on things, but these are my moving averages that I just throw up there. You can use whatever ones you want. These are the ones I stick with because I'm a momentum trader. A lot of momentum traders use these. So let's jump right into this, guys. So we have MRUS over the long run. I noticed that it created new highs in this area. When it created these or got up to new highs right here around this 33.11, if we zoom in here, we can see that it came up, it touched this 33.50 area, and then it pulled back, creating a tighter and tighter range. When it got really tight here on the 10-day moving average, and it started to break through, you can see I have this buy area right here. Absolutely sniped this first buy area here, guys. I'm starting to get a lot better on my entries. It's the exits or the ads that I'm actually trying to really get better with here, but I'm very happy to say that this buy was an absolute sniper of a buy. So we got in here, my first buy around $33, $32.97 to be exact, and then this thing decided to travel higher. I noticed that right after I bought this, we reached new highs. Now, when I get in a stock like this, my buy and sell rules are very simple. At 1R, meaning at one risk, so say you're risking $1, if I'm up $1 of that risk, then I take half my shares out, so I would gain 50 cents from that, right? And if it continues higher, that stays in there until it breaks this 10-day moving average, closing below that 10-day moving average. So that being said, this stock never closed below that 10-day moving average. We bumped up higher when I reached that 1R or one risk that I was risking. I took out half those shares, and then it pulled back and did the same similar move you see here. When it pulled back, you can see it created another downward trend line, holding that 10-day moving average once again. When this thing broke out, I actually remember the morning of it. I was talking to my buddy, good buddy, Adam. He was sitting there with me, and I said, I want to add into this thing. I want to add, you know what, I got a bid out on this thing. I'm going to put a bid out. I let it sit there on the books. This thing took off without me. I retracted that bid. And then I let it go. Well, it came back down, touched my bid price area, and then the next day took off without me. And I had a pretty sizable amount. I think I was adding another 100 shares into this area. I didn't get it. I missed my ad on the first ad. It took off without me, but you can't be too mad. I'm still holding half of an R, which is a considerable amount at this point in time. Then we've seen this nice setup here. I know it doesn't look like much on the daily, but if we looked in on the hourly, you would see it formed a very beautiful pattern on this pullback. And so I wanted to get that piece in. I wanted to get this piece in. I wanted to add into this, and I did. I ended up adding another 100 shares to an existing 23 on this. And this is where things just get fun. It's pretty simple. You just the thing was, is all you had to do was hold. All you had to do was hold this thing, sit back and relax. And that's exactly what we did at LoFiTrader. We sat back, we sat on our hands, we weren't thinking emotionally, and we just let this thing ride. And we made quite a few pennies on this thing. Once this thing started taking off and it started ramping up, I started thinking about removing shares relative to the extension of the 10-day. Me and my buddy, mentor, friend, Adam, we were also talking about how to take or how to reduce your risk when it comes to actually getting extended from the 10-day. But we decided, no, we're going to keep our sell rules simple, and we're just going to keep it when it breaks that 10-day. And as you can see, yesterday we did break that 10-day, so I did sell out, and I'm very, very happy I did, it being the largest winner of 2024 for me. But I already got one in the making. It's in unrealized profits, and I'm sure we're going to be making another video hopefully in the next couple weeks. Hopefully the next trade that I have, which is my next biggest winner of 2024, we will get to share that with you very soon. But not soon, because the longer it runs, the better off it's going to be, right? So anyway, back to MRUS. You can see if we zoom out here, there was a big volume uptick down here when we started to gain some catalyst, right? You could see that the average volume down here started to get broken. When it created this base, you started seeing some, this is the average volume line, this yellow line. So it started breaking through this average volume line here from time to time down here at this base before it actually took off, right? So this liftoff created a beautiful platform here before taking off. And then once it found those new highs and pulled back, created a tighter range and took off from there, that's when we can start buying in. We need to snipe those spots, and remember, use the bid, use the ask, don't use market. Don't let the market maker or the broker give you the price that they want. You need to take the price that you want, and let's keep it that way. You're going to get better prices. Now, before we close this video, I just want to show you guys one last thing. If you look right here at the top, I have it marked out at $50. This is an alert. Just because I've exited this trade does not mean I am finished with this ticker, okay? That means if this breaks this trend line once again, I'm getting back into this bad baby, okay? So here's the hourly. You can see how clean this looks. If this ticker wants to break through this area, form a new high or low first, and break through this $50 area, I will be getting back into this. But remember, this isn't buy or sell recommendations. These are my thoughts, not yours. Cheers to you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope this was helpful. Make sure you hit the live button. We're not streaming live, but we will be very soon. So make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button, and we will see you very, very soon. Thank you.